Thank you, guys. So as someone who comes from the Russian community here in Australia, I've been pretty outraged by the narrative created by our media depicting the Ukraine as the good guy and Russia as the bad guy. Believe it or not, there are a lot of Russians here and around the world that support what Putin is doing in the Ukraine, myself included. Since 2014, the Ukrainian government, together with Nazi groups like the Azov Battalion, have besieged the Russian populations in the Donbass, killing an estimated 13,000 people, according to the United Nations.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Could I finish?
Just quickly finish, and then we'll come to that and put that to the panel.
So my question is, where was your outpouring of grief and concern for those thousands of mostly Russians?
Okay. When you mention the 13,000, the United Nations has listed 13,000 total people killed since the conflict, but you're trying to suggest that is Russians killed by Ukrainians, and I think we need to point out that the United Nations has pointed out there is 13,000 killed since the conflict began in 2014. So we need to be very clear on that. Can I just put this now, leaving aside your personal views on this, can I just put that question, I'll go to you, Jason, on this. Since we had Sasha's question earlier about Russia, and it's been playing on my mind, and Sasha, people here have been talking about family who are suffering and people are dying, and I understand you wanted to ask your question about is there some reasoning for this, but you supported what's happening, hearing that people are dying, and can I just say I'm just not comfortable with you being here. Could you please leave? I've been... It's really... No, Sasha, I'm sorry. You can ask a question, but we cannot advocate violence. I should have asked you to leave then. It's been playing on my mind, and I'm sorry, but I have to ask you to leave, please.
Okay, could I...
No, please. Just out of respect. No, please, we're not having the conversation, Sasha. We can't have people advocating violence. And I should have asked you to leave. It's been playing on my mind. I wanted to have a proper conversation about these things, but I have to ask you to leave. I'm really sorry. Okay, I'm sorry for that. But, these things happen. It's live television. You think about these things. It's really been troubling me that we can have a conversation and we can look at where the arguments are, and we can try to look at the sides of the argument. We can't have that, and I'm sorry. It should have happened earlier.